Hello everyone! We've got few questions from Jonathan, and he says, I'm responsible for the deployment of lean tools. So far, nothing extraordinary. Like many people in positions similar to mine, I do my best to go beyond the tools and to get the people around me to do not simply implement lean, but become lean. My questions are, how can I be sure of the relevance of my work? Is there any criteria to follow to make sure I get them to work on the right topics? Without a KPI, how can I measure my level of performance, translated as customer satisfaction level, independently of theirs? Ballé, what's your point of view?
What an interesting question. It really depends on how you look at it. If you see lean as a process improvement method, you'll be looking for signs that performance improves. And indeed, when lean is done right, you can see a sales increase and as quality issues get resolved. You see cash improvements as inventories are lowered. And in the end, so you see profitability improvements as total costs go down when the waste is squeezed out of the system. But so many other things could be happening. I mean, market conditions for one thing. Sometimes market conditions are up, sometimes they're down, or other strategies in the companies, or sheer luck. It's very hard to say. However, if you see lean as a learning system, you can test your own progress. Are you better at recognizing certain typical lean problems in everyday situations? The TPS is a compass, it's a guide. It gives you direction to see the typical problems we're looking for. For instance, can you tell the main customer satisfaction issue your business has? Is it safety? Is it quality? Is it delivery? Is it price? Is it greenness? Is it connectivity? Then, what lead time problems do you see? Is the business working at takt time? Or can you make continuous flow cells in some areas and not some others? I mean, continuous flow cells is hard to do. Do you see opportunities of making a cell even when it looks physically impossible? Are you pooling the processes? Do you see opportunities to set up Kanban between systems, downstream, upstream? You know, use one, order one. Can you spot the places where you would like to start? Now, if this is the just-in-time pillar, what about the Jidoka pillar? Do you see areas where you could improve detectability rather than work on capacity? Do you know your defect profile? I mean, do you spot defects at customers, at final inspection, at the end of the line, at the workstation, in the machine? And are you working on that? How about people workloads? Do you see the unevenness in the people workloads? I mean, something that often happens in pharma, you know, first it's a rush and then you have nothing to do, you wait. And do you spot situations where people are not confident in what to do and could use better standards? And do you see opportunities for Kaizen? And do you encourage people to create quality circles or to make individual suggestions? And more importantly, how good are you at sharing these opportunities with managers and convincing them to at least look into it and try something? Here's the thing, how at ease are you with any of these questions? With all of them? This will give you a good rule of thumb of your lean proficiency. Are you using the TPS to hone your skills and to recognize lean typical problems? To point them out to others and explain the true potential? Do you have a benefit versus risk discussions with your colleagues? I don't know of any indicator that can help with lean proficiency. I mean, of any audit, certification, any standardized test. So let your feeling of mastery of the TPS be your indicator. The TPS is a compass. It doesn't tell you how to do it, but it gives you a direction and a place to start. Start where the waste is and the most obvious and see what that gets you without overemphasizing one aspect or other aspect of the TPS. You need to find yourself in a balance between all the different elements of the systems. You'll figure it out as you go. And to be honest, the journey is fun.